can I stay? Only steers and beers are from Texas, or wait, no, this is Las Vegas. So
Nice.
Las Vegas.
Times it takes a while. In the end, is it worth violence? Feel so. You're out of line tonight. I've got the best of you, so make your move. Give me all, give me more. I'm trying to find the words that bleed me dry. Fake to me, a smattering. We disagree again. Sometimes it takes a while. In the end, is that worth violence? Feels so easily a smattering. Disagree again. You tell me why, still I don't get it. Time's ticking out, I got one last shot to stop the misery in my head. It takes a while. In the end, is that worth violence? Kill for you, nobody else. Don't give me all, give me more. Try to find the words that bleed me dry. You're fake to me, a smithereen. We disagree again. Sometimes it takes a while. In the end, is that worth violence? I kill for you, nobody else. Don't make me turn
Welcome, sim race fans, to FSBRacing.com coverage of Las Vegas Speedway. It is time for Racing Under the Lights with the Craftsman I Series. And we're in the trucks here with my partner in crime, Milt Minner Jr. here, sitting in the booth with me. Milt, how you feeling tonight, buddy?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We got beer in the fridge and racing on the TV. Let's get some.
Yeah, we're looking at 2 races to go here in the series. We're going to be at Vegas tonight. We're going to finish up at Phoenix next week. We've only got a couple minutes left to go here in warm-ups. They've been through the drivers' meeting. We got over 20 trucks in the field. In just a second, we'll get through driver introductions here and go through the starting lineup as they've already qualified. Sam Young of FSBRacing.com, promoter, owner extraordinaire here of a nonprofit organization here at FSB. Registration's always open, fsbracing.com. You can catch right on their homepage or Facebook or YouTube or anywhere. So join us in the chat on live on YouTube here and cheer on your favorite driver here as we go racing. Milt, who's on the pole tonight for our race under the lights in Vegas?
Well, the usual suspects are up front, and it's Matt Watkins the great one, uh, the South Carolina boy up there in P1, and Justin Bird right there behind him.
Mike Suckup is going to be starting third in the 45 truck. And outside of him in the number 22 truck is going to be Jamison Pearson.
Okay, the third row here, Matt Peltier, spell it right there, Pelletier. Man, that's terrible. And then Dan Irvine.
And the 27 there. Yep, Pops Margerson and that patented number 99, FSB here for a long time. That's going to be Pops in the 99. And Jason Seams. We have a lot less seams in the track here at Vegas. It's a newer track here in the 88 truck.
Gets the little pun there. And the great driver there, Jeff Hale in the 29, the veteran, and another veteran in the 007, Mr. Bond, Dan Jones in 10th.
Just outside the top 10, starting 11th, Craig Stukas in the 18 truck. And another Donkey Bop friend of ours, Andrew Elliott in the 09, starting outside row 6.
Row 7 here in the 13th position, the 85 truck of Brandon Kiger. And another veteran in P14, the 62 of Sean Reap.
And of course, my racing buddy Chet Barkin in the 68 is going to be starting 15th, and Michael Greenwood is going to be starting in the 03 truck in 16th.
In the 17th position, Arthur Hendren in the 21 truck. And in 18th, the 66 of Brent Meckes.
Starting in the 19th spot is going to be Guy Petra in the 151 Ford. And your series admin, Mud Dog Motorsports, is going to be Kevin Mays in the 92 truck, starting 20th.
And sitting at P21 in the rear with the gear is Adam Roberts, your Monday night broadcaster on Twitch, Project Rico.
And also starting 22nd down there, we got such a big grid, we got to scroll down. Kendorian Davis in the number 2. Kendorian starting in the rear. Going to look to be the hard charger tonight. You know, starting in back, usually a pretty good strategy. Let things sort out right. Stay in the draft, save some tires. We'll see how that works for Kendorian Davis starting last. Disappeared off my list.
Ridden up here. Here we go. Las Vegas, 80 laps. Your basic, mile and a half distances, looking in the 30s for pit stops. So like we saw Monday night and last week, I mean, these races are you just never know. A lot of green flag racing, but then, you get a caution at a opportune or unopportune time, then you're going to have some definite changes there.
Yeah, you're most likely going to see those yellows as we're getting off and on pit road if we're having a long green flag run, and those early pitters might be caught out to dry. I was told we're looking at about 30 plus laps under fuel. It's going to be 83 degrees to start the race.
Definitely.
Coming up on about 8 p.m. here sim time, so the lights are going to come on. We're at sunset here at beautiful Las Vegas. It's a 1.5 mile oval, that's correct, and we're about ready to get underway. We got somebody starting on pit road there, looks like. Arthur Hendren, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't not have any problems there. Stacy Sonnenberg, mom's in the house again. Get another win, Justin. Let's go. Little man and I are rooting for his daddy.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us in the YouTube chat there. Mention your favorite driver. We'll give them a plug. Has a nice full field here tonight, Milt. Anything over 20 gives you a nice solid race. Again, 80 laps, so at least a couple stops. Let's see how this thing unfolds here. They're coming down the back straight. We're going to go green, I believe, this time by.
Get up the front there, the bazooka boy there, chewing bubble gum and taking names. Matt Watkins getting ready. He's gonna try to run that Russian roulette and win this here. You know, Justin Bird's got the championship, so Matt can race him hard. This is just going to be a fist fight between these two, really. And the rest of these guys, as the pace truck goes off, Viva Las Vegas! Green, green, green! Let's go!
Green flag is out, flying into turn one. Here we go. Watkins leads the way. P2 ducks in behind him. They're already single file. 1, 2, 3 going into turn one.
2x2 in the back, middle, and back. Everybody trying to behave. We know what happened last week. Some guys got loose. And so far, so good. Really want to get those temperatures up. Like always, you know, Las Vegas has a lot more banking than when you and I ran back in the day, Jim, in NASCAR 2003. It's the updated track, just like the real guys run. Everybody, you know, this is settling in there. Then you're going to get the race in here pretty soon.
Yeah, we have just one truck to the outside. Jamison Pearson there. Also, Matt Watkins 3 points behind Jason Seams for P3 overall in the standings. So Watkins and Seams, 4 points apart, racing for spot on the podium in the overall.
Jeff Hale got a little tight there, and he's kind of going backwards. And he's struggling a little bit. Sean Reap almost got in the back of him. The last of those 3 trucks carefully got around. But no harm, no foul. Just looked like he lost it there. Was, you know, wasn't feeling it and wasn't getting that grip. You make these tires angry, and they will make you pay in this modern simulation.
Yep, they went 3 wide for a little bit there. Thought better of it, so now they settle in just a little bit. Jeff Hale on the bottom. 1 truck left to the outside. That's going to be Sean Reap out there in his Ford. He's got a TIE Fighter helmet on. How about that? Star Wars. He's got the full suit on inside. How about that? That's awesome. Straight off indoor. Here he is, live in Vegas.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't end up like Rogue 6 there. The one guy that crashes into the star station, you know. Want to be that guy.
Here we go. We are already 5 laps in.
It's starting to get jiggy up in the front here, Jim.
Heading along here. It's a little bit bumpy, still pretty smooth.
Getting some business here. Now, you and I were having a talk earlier about the 27 of Dan Irvine. That's a name we've seen before, but then again, iRacing has different names there, so I'm not sure if that's the same guy that ran here. You know, we'll have to figure that out. But that is a name I know well, you know, and Sean Reap does from broadcasting there.
Yep, side by side for the lead up front. Matt Watkins lost it for a second and regained it down on the bottom as they're 2x2, 3 deep, heading into the corner.
Getting closer and closer. This is, you know, this is what these pros do. At first, they were very careful, made sure, you know, got some grip there, gave everybody room. Now they're going to race a little hard as Stukas comes up there really close to the 22 of his buddy, Jamison Pearson, also one of the new guys that runs at our Donkey Pop road racing team.
Chester on the bottom, almost 3 wide in the back there as he thought better of it. In the mid-pack there, he's in the purple 68.
I said, wait a minute, Chester.
Starting to get jiggy up front as Watkins keeps surrendering the lead there. He's not ready to pull away. Got to save a little bit of tires. The outside line's got a bit of an edge now. Starting to stack up a little bit though. Top 10 trucks right here.
Like Pop Markinson there is running really well, and you know, in the surveillance pose right there in 11th. But definitely, you know, has a shot today. You know, he was unhappy what went down. You know, his race Monday, but you win some, you lose some, and so he's looking good today.
top 10 here. It's Bird, Sukup, Watkins, Pearson, and Seams, your top 5. Then it's Craig Stukas, Dan Jones, Andrew Elliott, Dan Irvine, and Chet Barkin up to 10th. Chet's moved up 5 spots since he started.
It's Brandon Kiger. Haven't seen him before. Oh, and there's a truck in the wall, and they're going around. That's a 007. And the yellow is out. And they're crashing behind. Mekes, the 03 of Greenwood.
Yep, taking a look here. 27 and the 007.
That's lap 11. And somebody's still on the back straight there. Curved and parked. I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah, Dan Jones coming down off the wall even after the incident, just trying to come down the track just to come to a stop. A couple other trucks got into him. Damn near everybody involved. We'll see how that shakes out. The field gets some damage repaired just like last week on some of the trucks, and we'll get back to racing. But I think Dan might be done. Imagine everyone's going to pit here. Milt, 11 laps in, no reason to stay out unless you want to lead a lap for a point or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got enough.
Takers go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. You've got enough use on those tires there.
Oh, we got Andrew Elliott on pit road still. Let's see what happened to him. We're watching trucks come on down pit road. Okay, we got a few staying out. Chet and a few others. All right.
Why not? It may not be done. You don't want to say that, but then again, you just don't know, especially with some damaged trucks out there now.
Here's the race off pit road coming shortly. They both hit their marks. Matt goes no tires. Looks like just a splash for Matt and a splash for somebody else, and 2 tires for Justin Bird. So strategies have already changed on lap 12, Milt. Watkins takes a little fuel, no tires. Justin Bird takes tires.
I mean, some of these guys may think, they can go like maybe, with one stop the whole race, tire-wise. Okay. These trucks don't, use their tires up as much as like the Xfinity's Monday night, but I don't know. To me, that's still a big stretch. So it just shows you, what's track position between first or second right now is not that big a deal. So, normally you would see Matt, trying to, fill up his sack while he can, when it's not going to cost him anything, but apparently he's not worried about tires. So now you got Jamison Pearson going down pit road.
All right, we'll keep an eye on the pace car. You let me know when lights are out. We'll see. We'll get a starting lineup when they go across the line here.
So Pearson definitely got that lap lead for what it's worth. And now Stukas in the lead. So he just, he thought better of it. He stayed out and then thought, man, I don't know, man.
Chet Barkin also staying out there. So you got 2 guys. As the lights are out, we're going to go green. This is coming around.
Mama, I'm on TV. Let's go.
Yeah, this is the way you get the show, get the sponsors happy, get that. I'm showing Logitech purple truck out there. Craftsman. I'm going to see Chet on Friday night. We're going RC car racing in Sacramento on the carpet. Grab Chet and another RC buddy of mine, go hang out there. So that'll be a lot of fun. Let's go, Chester.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Chet, our buddy, he's the guy who hooked me up with the computer so I can broadcast for all y'all. So, you got to dig this guy. And he's, just Chet, man. Just cool beans.
Yeah, Guy Petra up to 9th. Kevin Mays up to 10th. Now they've each moved up 10 spots since the thing started. So get ready, boys. It's going to be a wild restart, Milt.
Absolutely, with these faster guys mixed in. different tire strategies, but I'd say all towards the front there, they're all on the same heats, so and they go pretty good. All over the place there, trying to figure it out. Not too shabby.
Yep, not bad through turns 1 and 2. Let's see now as they gain a lot of momentum going into turn 3 now. 13 truck going underneath Watkins in the 15.
Jeff Parker really using that outside line, and so he's committed to that. On these restarts, though, it's so tough to be aggressive. And he wasn't conservative there, and that's why he lost a couple spots, but now he's powering on that outside line. And I don't think he's too worried about, getting the lead. He just wants to beat this other group here, but they're going at it, man.
Tough break. Want to make a tough break for Andrew Elliott, Dan Jones, DNF there after that first incident there. Sorry, guys. We'll get him next week, though. We'll drive again Friday night here in Phoenix. Car on the grass to make a pass there. Blue and white one on my screen.
The pass in the grass?
27. Dan Irvine mowing the lawn and making a pass on the 85 truck as they're coming up on check quick. On the outside, 88 to 27 looking to get under him.
And there's a call in the live chat there for Papa Mow Mow, Papa Mow Mow, Papa Mow Mow. The bird's a word. The bird's a word. And he is in P1. And your champion elect. Not too shabby, Jim.
Full song. Yeah, he took the lead like it was nothing. Craig gives the bottom there, takes the lead. Watkins is riding back in third right now. Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh, deep into the 85. Did he catch it back up? I don't know. Reap tried to get out of it. Dude was sideways and got it back, and no, he did not.
Yeah, a little too close. Going down the front straight, looking at it on screen there in slow-mo. 2 or 3 trucks in one spot. 85 truck coming down to make room for Chet maybe. 85 come down just a little bit. I think Reap was okay, but that's up to the admins to decide there. As the 62 and the 85 collect each other, hopefully not much damage. They're going to touch again.
Yeah, and that's just, that's racing. That's what makes it so hard, is to try to analyze that stuff at 185 miles an hour. Very difficult.
Somebody just went by. If you could do an onboard with the blue and white truck that went under him, that was awesome. Was that guy? Awesome.
Okay, we got our director, Sam, getting on it here. Let's see. Check this in-car here.
At speed.
Yeah, you're looking down there, and 7,200 RPM. Probably 165 through that corner there. Oh, he sees it, so he gets out of it. But then it's like, oh man, should I get on it? Good job there, though. Instantly recognizing. We always used to say when we were part of this league, if you see, smoke or somebody spinning, slow down. It's just like, Days of Thunder was a great movie, but reality is usually just drive through the smoke hole, ain't going to get it. Great stuff there, Sam, and no damage there, so spun around. You got to figure that Kiger is going to get some tires here.
Standings are still on the screen.
The True Timber 85 Chevrolet of
Sam,
Kiger.
Look at it. All right, Justin Bird is your leader. He's got, look at that, all those wins. He's got more wins than incidents in the season. How about that? 7 incidents for Justin.
Dude,
and he's got all those wins. That's pretty amazing. So he's doing great. And that's how you do it. Is clean out front. Hey, when you're fast and clean, you can do it out front. Not a lot of incidents up there, right?
Absolutely, and right from the start, he's always like just seem when you talk to him, just seems so knowledgeable about what's racing and what's right and what's wrong, and also being able to have the skill to execute that. Because you can talk the talk, but you got to be able to walk the walk, and he does.
Yeah, Craig Stuka, Jason Seams, and Matt Watkins, Sean Reeves. Those are your top 5, and 2 races to go. So
Well,
we'll
it's
go ahead
so
and pull
cool
that down so we
because,
can see the race.
oops, sorry, yeah, it's
There we
so
go.
cool
All right.
because we've
Thanks,
seen
guys.
so much stuff, in the past, and you know, it's like a rebirth. We see so many great drivers in the past. Back in the NASCAR 3 days, NASCAR 2003, GTP we did, and now this with this iRacing generation, how good these guys really are.
Yeah, they're only getting faster. I mean, there's more of them, only getting better. The equipment's getting better. Everybody's rigs are better than a wheel anymore and a joystick.
Okay, so a little technical difficulties we're still working out, but not too bad here. Built for tough guy pitcher coming out there in 12. Well, everything's
Yes,
all
indeed.
discombobulated, that's for sure.
1 lap to green again. This is the Craftsman Truck I Series at FSBRacing.com, brought to you by Mud Dog Motorsports and Kevin Mays, your series admin. Registration is open here Wednesday nights. You can sign up anytime and join them next week for Phoenix. And don't forget team racing going on here in the off season at FSB. Check out Sam Young's post in Discord or look on the website. You'll see team racing, team championship racing here at FSB this off season, coming up in 2 weeks.
Green, 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 let's go. Long way to go
Matt
here.
Watkins leading them into turn 1.
Oh,
No, wait,
contact
Justin,
with
sorry.
the 62 and the 21, but they negotiate that. Arthur Hendren, yeah, I don't know. But him and Reek just a tad of contact there. And there's action going on all over the place. Chad Parkin is being surrounded by all kinds of trucks here. It looks like a beehive behind him. Oh, it's Jason Seems trying to get in there. And the 22 of Jameson Pearson wants to find a place to go too, but it's like you got truck outside, bro. Gotta be patient, guys. Let's sort this out. 3 wide. Three wide.
White truck stuck in the middle there for a
3
while.
wide.
Held his line
No
well.
bueno. That's a business decision right there from the 27. Good job. 85 really got a great start. Just whooped those guys, so. Yeah, but all that gave Chester, enough chance to get going. That 68 truck is legit fast today. I mean, he's just not track position in this stuff. He's got some pace, and he wants some with these guys. You don't know how much work Chester has done practicing, testing. He's a retired dude, getting some, really cool stuff there. Virtual VR and everything. And he's taking a look at the 45 down low. I want some of that. And Watkins goes down low there too.
Got a truck up in the wall, black and red one there, a little tag on the outside.
Mike Sokup
22.
running good here in the 45. That would be Pearson, yeah. You're just not sure if these guys are really, when they get close together, it seems like the air affects them a little bit, that they don't handle as well as when they go single file. When they start going side by side, things start to get a little tracky, you know.
And we see, was that Watkins back? 15.
Oh, the 85 gets into 45, and the 45 goes around. What a save by Mike Sokup, and he almost gets hit by the 85 again, but they both. Oh my gosh, he lost a ton of track position, but that
An
thing
amazing
was
save by the 45.
sideways. Slideways and sideways. That's a drink, you know, take a drink. Oh, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. Have some fun, folks. But yeah, that's not so much fun for Sokup.
Outstanding control. There he goes. Yeah, straighten it out. Great camera work, Sammy. The 45 truck's going to continue on.
That'd be like McGregor, you know. Who the fook hit me?
Lap 28 of 80 here, folks. A couple of the guys that didn't stop on that first caution are probably stopped by. Probably stopped by now.
So then you got a gaggle back there. That one gaggle there is definitely there's some business going on here. Adam Roberts up to 12th, battling with Jeff Hale and Arthur Hendren, trying to get to that top 10, which, you know, is Reap and I missed that.
Pelletiers out front now in the 7 truck. Holding the bottom there. Other trucks are drifting up a little bit. The 18 truck. Right in his rear view mirror. So 4 trucks kind of breaking away a little bit, Milt, up front.
Pelletier, okay, got it. And he's got his name on the back of his truck to like, hey, Minner, you know, that's my name, you know, use it.
Matt is the owner of the Late Pro American Late Model Series. Is that right? All right. Matt Pelletier. All right. He's out front showing us how it's done.
Oh, yeah, it's just so awesome. We're getting more and more, you know, really good drivers taking a look at our league and saying, you know, I see clean racing and, you know, good hard racing, competitive stuff, and maybe I want a piece of that, you know. Maybe I like those kind of races, you know.
Chester running P3 down there and then 4 as they're changing positions each lap. As the field's starting to spread out now, as we should be coming up on pit stops. Not
Yeah, but
too far distant future.
yeah, but Matt's got some business behind him. Stukas is just, you know, we talked to him several times, and you can just see his confidence level, and you know, is getting better and better, and you're seeing him on the podium more and more, and really running. He's running the 7 hard there, but clean. Really trying to, you know, that's what you got to do is try to root them out and get up in front and you know, block their momentum.
68 and Justin Bird have been running side by side for a while. That allowed the leaders to get away, and the 88 truck is drawn up to the back of them as they're looking to go by Chet on the outside here.
Chet is really fast today, and that's got to feel good. He's battling with these studs that you see up in front every week, and Chet has got some pace today.
Brett Meckles is also parked it there. Sorry, Brent, in the 66 truck. Better luck next week, buddy. Looks like Mike Greenwood is still running. He's got 9 laps down, but he's still on the track. We missed that on pit road, the 03 car.
Yeah, he was involved in that, and you know, took significant damage. So
go out there getting his points, getting his laps. Don't give up.
Our co-broadcaster buddy in those Gulf colors is also, you know, Adam Roberts, Project 06, Rico 06. I can't seem to get that right, but he's battling, you know, fighting for that in that group right there. No matter how fast you're running, you know, when you're getting the battle and much fun. That's what matters, you know.
Oh, Dan Irvine all over the back of Chet Barker. Did a great job not to turn him around. Phenomenal driving there by the 27 Dan. And Chet. Good patience. Lap 37. Waiting to look on that scanner, see who's going to call out their pit.
21, 45. You know, he got spun there, but you know, none of these guys have gotten really serious damage. They just spun, and these trucks, you know, and well, actually, he was the one that didn't spin, you know. So, but he lost a ton of track position. My bad. Yeah. Have another one. Okay, sure. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. And this battle, just looking at this in-car of Craig Stukas, this is what he's seeing. You're analyzing, dude. In the corner here, you want to get the air on the truck, on the nose. Just like you hear the guy on TV, you know, the sim acts the same way. You have to race that way. If Mark tries something there, then he'll try a different, you know, Mark's running that line low there. Matt, sorry. You know, the more as we get to know these guys, then we'll remember these names. But I'm not very good with names.
We got the top two gone, the next four. And then we got Matt Watkins teamed up with Brandon Kiger there. They're going nose to tail, making them some time. 27 making a pass on Chet.
Well, you better kiss me first there, because that was pretty close. Woo! No, you're great. You're a tremendous slouch.
175 miles an hour on exit there, lap 41 of 80, so we just hit the halfway point. Race is flying by. Under the lights in Vegas here at FSBRacing.com.
Ding, 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 ding.
Brandon makes the pass on Matt. They play a little leapfrog there. That's going to be for P7. They come down to a green flag pit stop here pretty soon.
No kidding. Okay, yeah. So lap 42, you know, we're like 38, 37. You start getting into that jello pudding, you know, about 35, you might be able to make it on one more stop. So that dude in the 15 truck is thinking exactly that. But I mean, he got fuel. All these guys have, not all of them have stopped. So we're not exactly sure. Some of these guys didn't stop, and
29 calls it. He's first one to pit. Jeff Hale.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to see. And there you go.
Starbucks coffee. Ford coming in. Jeff Hale. Some ice cream.
All hail Jeff. You know, back in our day, the Super Speedway champion. Multiple times. That was a race on Tuesdays we used to have. You know, just every race, Super Speedway, and he was, you know, one of those guys that just always kicked our butts. Still running in that Starbucks Ford.
Stall. He's the first taker.
A little bit of space between Pelletier and Stukas.
45.
So are they doing some thinking? You know, think. Usually that's what happens. Maybe, you know, back off a little bit. Okay, now I got. You know, how hard do I push this guy? When do I think?
All right, the bird is pitting. Coming to the nest.
He's coming to the nest.
Gets it woe down to the hose close. Probably.
Wow,
did
you
it
know,
now.
it's a good thing he's got DeWalt tools there because they're going to have to get one of those air blowers in there and cool him down because he's smoking hot.
Pops is pitting. Irvine's pitting. Here it goes. Action up and down pit road. All the teams are ready.
As they say in road racing, box, box, box.
Watkins is next. 37 spin. 27 gets down just in time.
Yeah,
Justin Bird
45
is
miles
away.
an hour, Jim. So I don't know how fast that was, but you got a 45 miles an hour here in Las Vegas.
Pelletier's still out there. Stukas is still out there. He is falling back just a little bit. Jason Seams, they're still running full speed. Chet's still running. So these guys are all staying out as long as they can, trying to catch a yellow.
Yeah, while the other guys make mistakes, because I do believe they're in the pit window with a little bit of, you know, I think they know that you're seeing the track, so that's it. You know.
Yep. Yeah, we're at 30 to go, 32 to go here.
Yeah, we're there. So
80.
now it's just seeing if these other guys that have to pit. And when
Where
you're
are lap
looking at,
times at this point?
yeah, let's take a look at lap times.
31.8
You read my mind, bro.
as opposed to earlier in the race. Well, it was a draft earlier, but we're at 31.8, high 31s, where we were at mid 30s to start this thing. Of course, there was a draft back then.
Yeah.
And now you can catch the draft on the people that are coming off pit road, though. So you can catch a truck here or there, and you may luck into something. 85's coming down pit road. Looking at the scan. In case we don't know our truck numbers, 85 is going to be Brandon Kiger.
Yeah, now the seven's picking up a draft from Pop Smarterson.
Hard shot in the wall from the 85 on pit road. Pit road's blocked.
Oh.
Now let's see if it's going to help anybody else there. Hurt anybody else? No, he's good. Tough pit road entrance for Brandon. Looks like he's going to call the truck right at that
Here
point.
comes the 7. The leader's coming down pit road. Gets down way early there. Hard in. At the cone, looks like nice and clean. 45. He's done this before.
Yep, your leader now. Craig Stukas is going to assume the lead. He's still out
Matt
there. So is
Pelletier.
Jason. So is Chet. So top 3 staying out. Jason Seams calls it. He's coming in. So is Chet.
It seems so.
See how quick Chet can get on pit road, chasing down the 88.
Tick, 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 tick. Yeah, I mean, he had to get full fuel.
Yep.
So tires, fuel, the Palms
Less than 30 to
truck,
go.
7 of my Pelletier leaving pit road as Justin Bird goes by. So he lost a lot of positions there with that. Definitely, up to a second a lap slower than these guys with new tires, which I guess the draft is not that big here as much as some other tracks. I don't know.
Yeah, 151 and also Kevin Mays, the 92 on pit road. They're the last ones to pit from what I can tell. So after these two get on and off, that'll be it. That's going to cycle, I think, Justin back into the lead. Let's find out. Maybe Craig.
Guy Pitcher gets up there for a minute, but that's
he's
going to be a minute.
Grabbed himself a lap lead, like he did at Michigan. Attaboy, Guy. Let him know you were there.
Hey, I know that guy.
I think Kevin had he's already fallen Guy off of there, so a decent stop for both those guys. I got to think it's Bird and Watkins and Pelletier all together coming down back straight. Is that them going into turn 3? Yes, there they are.
Yes, it is. And when it recycles, I think that's going to be the stud lineup right there.
Yep, 27 to go at this point. Right. Don't see our standings on screen.
And it's recycling now, and absolutely.
There they are. 28 to go. Pelletier. Thank you, Matt Pelletier.
Pelletier. Say it 100 times, Minner. Come on. The bird's the word in the lead. Irvine just a little bit off that pace, but here he comes too. So now we got a full Hoff race here.
Mike Sukup on pit road. I don't know if that's his first stop or if he's coming back in.
And Stukas there coming up, but those two got to get in line and get bit and work together. The harder you fight, the worse you're going to lose this track position.
Yeah, they're 2.1 seconds back of the lead 3 trucks. So let's see at this point if they can make up some time. Well, the top 3 need to start racing so these guys can catch them. That's how they see it. But
yeah. Well, you know, that's the stuff you and I used to always talk about in our team channel, you know, and, you know, I'm not sure if these guys are communicating here and there, but, you know, back in the day, we always did, and we still do in our road races.
Yeah, Pelletier pulling away a little bit. You see Justin Bird on the high line, Watkins on the bottom, so that's going to allow those trucks to gain. They made up a couple tenths last time. Let's check this time by.
Well, I mean,
1.6 seconds back. They're reeling them in. Here comes P4 and 5.
Yeah, obviously I was way off there because, you know, he did outdo all these guys.
It stayed out later. How about that?
You're way off, dude.
He might not have had to completely fill up. I already took a little less fuel because he was at under 30 laps.
Yeah, I did not expect that because I thought, you know, losing that lap time per lap while the other guys had been in earlier, each lap you'd given up quite a bit. But
look at these 3. We got to see if they can get lined up and run down the leader. But they're side by side, almost 3 wide. Not quite. See if they can get sorted out.
Yeah, I think they're.
Look at the lead he's pulled out here. As they've been battling here with the 13 truck going on the high side, having some fun up there. I bet. The leader's pulling away a little bit. 23 to go.
Bird and Stukas. Stukas has come from behind all those guys and said, heck with this, I'm going, man. I don't know. What are you guys waiting for? How is that going to work out, though?
Your leader now, the 1.3 second lead.
That brings Jason Seams in, and Irvine kind of lost some pace there at that run there. So
they did. It's changing quite a bit each lap. Now they're all within about a second of each other in this nice long line. But again, the 13 working the high line here. Maybe he's saving a little tires. Maybe he's got a trick up his sleeve. But with 22 to go, nobody needs to stop. It's go time.
You know, tire strategy too. You know, so much was happening so fast. We're gonna have to see how that pans out too.
Yeah, 13 stays high in the corner. The
Wow,
other 2
way
ducks
high.
down.
Running that Richard Petty line up there.
Checking other races on the track. Everybody's pretty well spread out at the moment. Watkins looking down low, 13 and the 15 side by side. That's where this thing started for first and second. Right now it's for 4th and 5th. As Craig Stukas has reeled in the leader.
Back to the front.
Just about to his bumper. See if he's there yet.
You just wonder if the 7 really pushing hard there used up anything or lost a little rhythm.
Got a lap truck coming up ahead too. That's going to help with a little bit of draft there. Who's that coming up? Got Michael Greenwood 3 coming off pit road with the Limitless paper in a paperless world. Michael Scott in the back of that truck. That's awesome.
I love it. You know, some of us like paper, man. I mean, sorry. Especially the older you are.
P2 has caught the leader. That is Craig Stukas, and we've got a race with less than 20 to go for the win here in Vegas. 2 trucks with a 2-second lead over the field.
Well, and looking at the lap times, yeah, I mean, you know, those first 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 laps out the box there. The 7 was, you know, cooking in the 30s, but now he's in the 31s, but still low 31s. So a lot of pace there.
Jeff Hale back on pit road. He might have stopped a little too soon, or maybe didn't have a choice, but Jeff Hale, Starbucks 29 on pit road.
How did
Jet still
Jason
P7,
Seams
Sean
get
Reeve
up
up
to
to
third?
6th.
Wow.
Dan Irvine 5th. Matt Watkins still 4th. Jason Seams, Craig Stukas right on the back bumper of Matt Pelletier for 16 laps to go.
Just like, you know, I think some of these guys got their sticker peggered there. I don't know. They just don't seem to have the pace there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first double sticker pecker that we've had here
Yeah,
at
it
FSB
is.
Racing.
You know,
So
yeah, that's a record there.
we'll translate all this in transcriptions tomorrow at FSBRacing.com.
Yeah,
Like
you
old
have to
Dennis
make
Miller on
sure
Monday
you
Night
know what
Football.
that
Miltisms.
means. Yeah, the Miltisms. That's it.
Well, the 7 truck kind of held off that charge by Craig, or Craig settled in behind him here, as they're going to have 15 to go as they're racing for the win, and they're coming up on lap traffic. Again, they're still just out of reach, though. They may not be a factor. There's 2 trucks up front.
Just wonder these guys are taking. You know, are they pushing like as max? Are they both trying to save a little? I think this is about as fast as they can go. I mean,
think so.
they're gritting at the, you know, if it was me, you know, when I was younger and faster, that would be me. I would not be, you know, I would be pushing. So
2 equal trucks going to be really hard to pass. So if Craig can't use a lap car as a pick, or he doesn't have 3rd place behind him, it's going to be hard to get underneath this 7 truck and do anything with it. But you definitely can to the line. You don't have to get all the way past him. You just got to beat him to the line.
And a lot of that's timing too, because as he sees the 7 come up and catch these guys, that's when he needs to pounce. He needs to save his stuff a little bit, which looks, you know, it's hard to tell if they're saving no matter what line they run, because, you know, there's grip all over the track. Yeah.
Now he's got to figure out what to do. First truck's going to let him go. Thank you, sir. The Twin Sportsman Racing by the 03.
That's obviously what we're wanting, you know, for them to not be a factor. So, and they know that. But a lot of times it's hard. It depends when somebody catches you. We do a lot of road racing, and that sometimes they just catch you at the wrong spot. They're gonna make the corner.
Didn't see what happened to Justin Bird. He ended up being a lap down.
Oh boy.
Oh, he ended up pitting on lap 64. He came down pit road.
Yeah. So this fuel, you know, is that a factor here?
Maybe so. Yeah, he came in and got tires. So Justin Bird came in and pitted.
Yeah, that's you know.
Adam Roberts as well, showing a lap down. Still here. 0.7 of a second now is the gap between 1st and 2nd. Jet Barr can hold down 7th on screen there. Well done. Sean Reap just ahead of him in 6th. But that's your leader going across the start-finish line. We're looking from the blimp view. No.
Matt Watkins running 31.7s. I just gotta think that he's trying to save fuel. So I guess fuel is more. That's got to be an explanation of, you know, why Bird had to pit.
Guess we'll find out afterwards. That's what the interviews are for.
Yeah.
Still a little bit of draft for your leader there. It's not going to really allow Craig to get to his bumper. He keeps getting those lap cars where trucks were there at a perfect time for your leader of the 7 truck. He's got Pops right in front of him now. Get a little draft. 8 laps to go.
Dan Irvine, yeah, went coming out of turn 4, went all the way down there and onto the apron and back, but no harm, no foul. And definitely Justin Bird's going to be passing him.
Leader goes to the outside of Pops. Makes the clean pass there. That gives Craig a little bit of help there. He can pull up to the back of Pops.
John
Scratching and clawing.
Solid stick, but just like, you know, well, we had great racing there until that last stop sequence, and it just really, everything got, you know, there was just the, you know, havers and the have-notters, you know, the way it worked out there. Chet Barkin in 7th. What a great run for Chet. You just got to bring it home now, you know, and bragging rights with the donkeys there with Guy Pitcher at 8th so far, but not over yet. So 2 road racing teammates, just kind of, everybody just kind of spread out, you know.
Yeah, don't see any real close races for position on the standings there. Everyone's at least a second apart. Kevin up to 9th from starting 20th. How about that? Kevin Mays from 20th up to 9th. Pops sitting at the top 10, so 9 trucks on the lead lap here.
Wow. Matt all the way down on the apron there, which is legal, but is he worried about fuel? The 7? His lap times are now 31.7, so is fuel an issue?
I don't think so. They pitted with less than 30 to go.
Yeah, I mean, that just I guess, you know, the fastest time there, and he's gonna, this time he does not. Or maybe he's had a boo-boo there.
All right, 3 laps to go for your leader, the 7 truck, Matt Pelletier. He's got a 1.1 second lead over Craig Stukas in the 18 truck, followed by Jason Seams in the 88. Then it's going to be 6 seconds back to the leader, Matt Watkins. Matt Watkins coming down pit road. Milt, you called it, 2 to go. Watkins got to come down. Gets it sideways, gets it slowed up. So let's see if Matt has enough to finish, and Craig.
Yeah, me saying like 35. Now I don't think so. You know, that was discombobulated with the cautions earlier, and guys getting gas and not getting gas, and then getting another caution. Now with this long run, every now and then, you know, a blind squirrel finds a nut. So sometimes,
well, you know, the guys that stayed out, Matt stayed out, or Pelletier stayed out later than anybody almost, right? Except for Guy.
Yeah,
and a couple
he
guys.
did.
He stayed out way later than Matt. So we're looking at 2 to go.
So he did great fuel saving in that middle section, and still, I mean, just a dominant performance for Matt here. Just really impressive against some real studs, man. Last lap. Bring it on home, son. Wow.
The Palm Chevrolet,
like that, baby.
Matt Pelletier in the number 7 truck.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Doesn't
Takes
matter if he runs out.
Vegas. He can run out before he does his burnouts all he wants. Craig Stukas second. Jason Seams rounding out the podium. Great job, fellas. Super clean race here at FSB. I really appreciate everybody doing well. Chet 5th. Guy Peacher up to 6th. Kevin Mays 7th. Justin Bird 8th. Matt Watkins 9th. And Dan Irvine 10th. That's your top 10. Wow. Other standings are on screen, but that's very impressive. Last couple laps, a couple guys had to pit, and a couple guys take advantage.
Yeah, even guys that were running back, like Jeff Hale, you know, ending up 11th. You know, I mean, that's 11th, but the thing was, is, you know, he found a way to not have to make that stop, or guys that contended for the lead did, and just shout out to Chet. They're only a couple spots away from getting an interview. What man, that's just so cool to see Chet run well like that. Chet and Guy, great smart finishes there. Uh, just
Yep.
good racing.
Sean Reed
And
from Team Forest.
congratulations for the champ. Even though we got one more at Phoenix next week, still like to shout out to the 13. He's just playing on money, money he already got. So, and a
All
great
right.
burnout to the 7 there. Can't wait to hear his story here. So cool.
All right. Let's get a couple quick interviews going. We'll start when they get up here. Jason, Craig, and Matt. Again, congratulations to everybody out there. Really appreciate everybody coming out. Had a full over 20 trucks today, and we'll finish up in Phoenix next week. But we'll do some post-race interviews here at the FSBRacing.com post-race show.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Well, we'll start with P3 there. Jason it seems like you came from nowhere, man. Dude, man, where did you come from at the end there?
Well, it was a long race, and me and Matt hit real late, so we had better tires at the end. So I come out eighth after the cycle and ended up getting up to third. And him and Craig, they were just too fast for me. I couldn't get them. I was giving it everything I had. I weren't saving at all. So, but it was
Uh, so,
it was a
so,
good
so,
battle.
so Matt, then you were watching this. Well, obviously, dude's it ain't his first rodeo, but you were watching his strategy versus like Watkins and some of the other trucks.
Yep, yep. And, we were in the same Discord, so we got to talk to each other.
Right on.
It was a tough race. We know we had the caution there, but that thing went green for the last 60, and that was some good racing. I had fun with the guys. Glad
Yeah.
there weren't a bunch of cautions, and we did pretty good for having 22 trucks. I just want to thank you guys and thank FSB and everybody that puts us on. Congratulate them guys who got me. They had some fast rigs.
Great job, Jason. It was a pleasure watching you. Looks like your fifth top 5 of the season, Aaron, and you helped extend your lead over Matt Watkins there for third in the overall standing. So great job today. Really appreciate a good show. Like cheering on the 88 truck. Good job, buddy.
Thank you very much. I haven't really been watching it too bad, but I haven't won yet. I'm just keeping it consistent. It seems like I'm starting to get some podiums, and that's the first thing I got to be able to do before I can win one.
Great attitude. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, P2, Craig, man, dude, there you are again. You're just making this a habit, bro, in the 18 truck. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, that one really worked out. I thought I made a huge mistake staying out on that first caution, but when the second caution came out at like lap 20, I knew I was in a good position, and then it went green, so I was able to just pit one more time and set to the end.
Yeah, that was perfect strategy and pace, and man, you're just on a roll for great finishes there. Just awesome.
Yep, that one felt good. Matt kind of ran away from me at the end there, but there was a moment I thought I had him for a little bit, but not this time.
That's what I was going to ask about. You reeled him in a little bit halfway through that last little stint as we got going there. But even if like 2 even trucks on a track like this, are you able to really pass much, or does someone got to kind of be off pace?
Yeah, it's definitely kind of tough to pass. That's why I was trying all these different things. I was running high for a bit. I was trying to like cut down under him. I wasn't really too sure what I had to do, but I think I shredded my tires trying all that stuff, so that didn't help too much. And then I never got around him anyways.
Still a solid run. 19 guys behind you, letting be your spot. So great run, P2. Another one,
Yep.
solid points. You're locked into P2 in the points there. So good luck on Phoenix in the finale. Great run, dude.
Thank you. Awesome race.
And winner, chicken dinner. Matt Pelletier, man, I butchered your race your name the whole race, dude. So sorry about that, but I can see you like Metallica there. So we got to be buddies already. So tell us about your race, man. Great win.
Yeah, no problem. Everyone butchers my name at some point, so don't worry about that. Yeah, honestly, just I've ran a lot of races here and both officials and hosted before, and I knew, this is a tire eater over time, and if you try ripping the top like some guys were doing, it's great at getting runs off, but in the long run, it hurts you overall. So I will say I did think Craig was going to get to me towards the end of the race there in that last run. Um, but I knew, hey, even if he gets to me, I'll just hold the bottom and I'll kind of give it to him. But the run you get, you just don't get a good enough run here with how wide it is. You just need to be able to go to the wall. So um, I just kept running that line, was letting off early, letting it get the car get to the bottom on the white line there, and just getting a good run off, and that I think helped me out.
Well,
Fantastic
man, I mean
explanation.
that's just skillful and eloquent. You've been racing a while. So how'd you get into racing and uh, how'd you find FSB?
Yeah, so racing overall, it's been in the family for a long time. I have, family members that race dirt, asphalt, and then anything in between, even snowmobiles. Drag racing and everything. I never
Wow.
got, yeah, I never got the opportunity to do it myself in person. Just, we all know it comes down to money, and it's just not something that I want to drop that
Yeah,
much money
yeah,
on.
do. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, and
So
I don't even have
that's awesome.
yeah, I don't even have a great rig. I literally have a Logitech G920 and I clamp it to the desk and that's it. No rig, nothing like that. You know, I don't
It's
need it.
not the
I mean,
rig; it's the rigger.
yeah, yeah, that's true. It's all about who's
Great.
behind it,
Yeah,
but
awesome, bro.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, it's obvious with the family lineage and what we see on the track. You're a hell of a wheel man, no matter what you're driving. So congratulations, great drive. And how long have you been running here at FSB? I didn't see you the last couple weeks. You've been around for a little bit, Matt.
I've been associated with FSB for a while. Sam and I know each other mutually. We both run leagues that kind of help each other out, getting people in there and stuff. A lot of the guys that run my league run his league, and vice versa. Um, so
So
I've been here
that's
for
the
a
late
while.
model. Sorry to interrupt. That's the late model league you run.
Yes, the
Yeah,
Pro
you
American
want to
Late
throw?
Model Series.
Yeah, prop it out there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
sure. Yeah, Pro American Late Model Series. We run on Wednesday nights. Session goes up at 7. We do no qualifying. We do random draw heat races. We do a feature. This coming week, we got South Boston 200 laps. No fast repairs, just like in here. It's a good race, good time. Tight points battle this season, and we're going to be kicking off our next season here, starting on middle of January. So coming up pretty soon.
Uh, That's awesome, man. You see, I know a wheel man when I see him, and you also know how to do burnouts, so you practice that one a few times.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've got quite a few wins. More back in the day when I first started. I'm not on here quite as much anymore now that I'm grown with kids and a job, obviously. But definitely just whenever I'm not doing that, I'm on here. So practice makes perfect.
outstanding. Way to sum it up. So that's our race here in Las Vegas. Just before 11 o'clock there, Sammy. We're making good time. Anything you want to add there, Milt, before we sign out and start heading our way to Phoenix down the road?
So yeah, so we got Phoenix, and we're also we haven't signed a contract yet, which we don't sign nothing because we do this for nothing because we love it, but we're definitely hoping to do some more broadcasting if you guys are willing to listen to us next season. Not sure what, but so because we're really enjoying it too, and it's bringing back a lot of memories for us and keeping us in the in the sim racing game with our beloved FSB league. So thank you guys for coming out, and Kevin Mays for adminning, and Sam Young for all he does, and all the great clean racing and sportsmanship. It just that's why we started it, and so it's really cool. Thank you.
Yep, going
It
on
it's been
23
fun.
years here. Started again in 2003. Just a quick little background story. A bowling league we had. We said, you know what, guys, you guys got to try this game. They were all into first-person shooters, and we had NASCAR 3. We got together at somebody's house, and then we said, well, we're tired of dragging our computer somewhere, so we made our first online connection from Fresno to Shell Beach, hence the name of Fresno to Shell Beach, FSB. So no big racing acronym there, just two cities that got this thing started. And after we made the connection, that was the only time my buddy raced from Shell Beach. So there you go. We made one connection. So that's your story there. But thank you, Sam and Milt, for the opportunity to come back. This is great to watch. I don't have to admin. I don't have to do all these great things. I can just watch the great drivers of FSB show off their stuff and try to get some more registration out here. So thank you guys for the opportunity. We will see you next week from Phoenix at the Craftsman Truck I Series finale at FSBRacing.com.